The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty. You should show us.
Dude, vodka is something where you can't skip out on the brand. Like,
What's the best brand of vodka?
look, it's a matter of taste, yeah?
But these guys drink like Goose and Belvedere.
Belvedere and Goose are generally the
You know
top.
which one I do like? The Kettle One.
Black and red.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Do you always have any issues with maybe putting the lights on instead of that light?
Oh, the fairy lights?
Yeah, so
okay.
that, you sure?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's still daylight outside. Yeah, it's fine.
I'll put the fairy lights on.
I was going to say, it all depends on taste, mate. You know what's a really good vodka? That Skull one, the Canadian one.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah, dude, you saw it last night. Yeah, that Canadian one, man, it's actually really top notch. It's really, really good, smooth.
What's it called?
I keep forgetting
It's Skull.
Is it Skull?
It's Skull vodka.
Yeah.
If you look up Skull vodka, it come up straight away.
Yeah, the bottle
Skull.
is just in the shape of a skull. My mum gave me a bottle like 4 years ago. Maybe it was when I first moved out. I can't remember, man.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, she gave me a bottle of it, and I had it for ages. And then one night I ran Tribe Booze, and I needed it was when I had actually no wait. I'm just trying to think, when was the first time I actually opened it? I don't remember the first time I opened it. It could have been when I first moved into my house. I think I made a White Russian using it. I'm like, you know what?
You drank from it.
Yeah, maybe. But then, you know when I had that sinus infection? And I got I was fucked for like 2 weeks and the meds weren't working?
Yeah.
And one of the guys on my end was like, dude, just try vodka. I went home and I just drank through like all the goose that I had because it was actually alright. And then I still had the headache. Like I woke up a couple of days later or whatever and I'm like, fuck, I need vodka or something to put in this tea.
I need booze.
I'm looking around. All I had was like that Sky shit.
Yeah.
That Sky stuff is terrible. All I had was like a leftover bottle of that and just random crap. So
This guy putting fucking booze in his coffee.
Dude. So I found that Sky bottle sitting on top of my pantry. I'm like, good old mum pulled through for me.
Do you know what my family remedy was when we were sick? Always, apart from like vitamins and whatever.
Here we go.
Here we go.
That's what I'm waiting for.
No faith at all. No, like my dad. Every time any of us was sick, we'd get it. It was so lemon. So like the juice of like 2 or 3 lemons, and then honey, like 2 teaspoons of honey,
And the cream of some young guy.
a couple of shots of whiskey, and then top it up with boiling water.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that shit will
that's
burn nicely.
You know what that is? That sounds like my remedy every time
It's called a hot toddy.
Is that a hot toddy?
A hot toddy, yeah.
Dude, every time I'd go out, like in the middle of winter or whatever, and I have a cold and be at like a cafe or something, I would order a chamomile with like extra like with a lemon wedge and a Johnny Black neat. And they'd bring it to me in 2 glasses. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, can you bring me that, please? I'm like, okay.
Mr. Bond, your drinks.
I'd throw the scotch in the chamomile and squeeze the lemon in, man.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Antioxidants. Another one was, another one I heard was just taking a shot glass of scotch, putting a bit of honey in it, putting it in the microwave, and zapping it up, like to hot as, and then just gunk.
They just scorch your
Yeah,
throat.
just clanging it down.
That's Kettle One.
Kettle One, vodka. St. Nicholas is showing me an expensive brand of vodka.
That's not expensive.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's probably like
I don't think I've ever seen it.
45, 50 bucks a bottle.
Middle shelf?
Middle shelf. It's actually really, it's good. Like, it's smooth enough where you can take a shot.
Like, vodka, man, if I'm not drinking it in like a White Russian, I'm drinking it straight with ice, maybe.
Yeah, I just have a bit of ice in
Or
mine.
maybe a dash of like lemonade or something with it as well, maybe.
Yeah. Ice.
That's standard vodka drink for me.
Bitches.
Why?
Keep it cold.
Yeah, unless
Take a
it's,
shot.
if it's not cold. Yeah,
if
you go
it's
to a
not
bar,
cold,
they don't serve it cold.
No, if it's not cold, you have to have ice. And
Every Soviet, like every Russian, Ukrainian, Georgian I know, they keep the vodka in the fridge, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't freeze, but it just goes...
Yeah. He brings it out, he's like, drink.
And it's all frosty.
Yeah, it's
Glasses all frosty.
Standard.
I was drinking Bloody Marys the other night.
Well, what?
That cocktail?
Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah.
It's tomato juice, vodka, lemon, Tabasco sauce.
Piece of celery.
Delicious. Piece of celery. Yeah.
Dude, I had it. You know, I had one last in Europe, in Greece, in I think it was the last trip I took, man. Yeah, because I was only in Athens for like 4 days or whatever.
Bloody Maria.
And I
They're
only got to it was my dad's sister's side, right? Like that apartment building. They all live in the same building, you know, like every floor. I only got to their house at like 6 o'clock on the Saturday night, and I was leaving Sunday morning at like 6 in the morning. So it was like the last stop, and I only got to spend like 8 hours or whatever with them. And I got there, my uncle's just like, "Do you want a drink?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll have a drink." Yeah, like cool. It's like, "What are you gonna have?" I go, "Anything." I go, "Yeah." You know,
Surprise me.
You know how I roll, whatever. He's like, "I'll make you a Bloody Mary." And my auntie just fired up. She's like, "You're not going to make the man a Bloody Mary. Are you joking?" I'm like, "No, I'll go it." He's like, "You see?" He's fine. He's fine. Like,
That's my boy.
He's fine. You know? Yeah, he made it. I still remember sitting on that balcony drinking the tomato juice. And
They're delicious, right?
They're all right.
Yeah, man. I love tomato juice. Just plain tomato juice with lemon.
I'd never drink plain tomato juice, but with booze in it and the rest of the shit, it's actually all right.
Booze make everything better.
Can't be healthy. Has to be boozed up.
I was going to say, you guys surely... I love how the new year started, and the first thing that I thought of to bring to like the table was James Heard, man.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see everything that happened?
Yeah.
Tell me you saw it.
I've been working nights, but I heard he got rushed to hospital.
OD'd.
On what?
They don't know yet.
Pills. For like, they could have been calcium tablets.
Heckies.
I don't know.
Nah, we don't know. They haven't released what it was, but
Suspected suicide attempt. Oh. Do you know how much that pissed me off?
Can't live with yourself. Yeah.
You have no idea how much that actually pissed me off, man.
guilt.
No,
Yeah.
guilt.
Why did I jab them?
No.
Why did I jab them? Oh.
Because all the fallout that happened after it, man. His old man came out, his missus came out, all that, like, oh, leave James alone. The media's been atrocious.
We want privacy.
Yeah, we want privacy. He's not, like, you know, he's just been attacked, la la la. And I remember I was at work and I started losing it, and all the boys were just listening to me like a rant. And then one of them said, "You should do it on your podcast." I go, "Oh, it's going to get mentioned. Don't worry. It's current event." It pissed me off. Man, I said, it's a fucking cop-out, man. It's bullshit. And like, what do you mean, man? The guy's clearly got issues, you know? They said, not only did he do it to himself, that cunt is making a mockery of everyone with actual mental health issues, man. Because that dickhead, because he's like, oh, you know, I can't remember who it was. Someone at work was like, oh, you know, you've got to feel bad, and he's just taking it all to like
social media's now. Everyone's like, oh, poor James.
Yeah, taking it all,
Jimmy,
taking it all on, and you know, he's had to carry it all. Carry it all, dude. Like, he was the one that oversaw the fucking fitness thing. He was the one that okayed to have 25 players jabbed like pincushions,
even though he knew it was a grey area.
Even though it was a very grey area.
Yeah.
He had more signed waivers. He was fine to fucking do that.
He jabbed himself.
And then when the fallout happened, when the initial fallout happened, all he did was defend himself, saying, "I've done nothing wrong, and you know, it's all full of shit. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong." Didn't give a fuck about anyone else.
What about the players that lost a year of their career?
Yeah. Remember when the mum came out and said, "I'm sick of hearing about poor James Heard when my son has been treated like a test dummy
of a player."
Yeah. And that's when he started coming out, oh, you know, like he started like shying away from it.
Yeah.
And then, and they're like, oh, they were saying how, like, you know, he's had to mortgage his house or he's like in financial things because of all the court cases. Like, yeah, but dude,
he has a bunch of houses.
He's an entrepreneur. He's got money. Okay, he's got the support of like his missus and whatever else they got, right? Okay, he took Asada and the AFL to court or whatever, when the AFL and Essendon all said, don't do it, we don't support you, it's done, just let it rest.
This is a bad move.
This is about me and my fucking pride and public face.
Tried to get the insurance to pay his fucking court cases.
And then he tried to get insurance to pay out, and like, no, dickhead, it only works if someone's coming after you, not if you try and take someone on. Because that's what's the word I'm looking for? It's unavoidable. You know what I mean?
Johnny's on the James.
We're here to like come to the rescue. We're not here to like kick the door down. Like we don't lead the charge. We back you up.
Yeah.
And no one backed you up. Your employer didn't back you up. No one backed you up. So he tried to take all them on. Fell on his fucking face again.
Yeah.
Eventually quit because it's like, well, you know,
went overseas for a year.
Yeah. Went overseas. Did everything he did for how long?
Yeah. Made coffees with Job in New York.
Now what? He's going to say he's fucking got depression. Dude, as someone who suffers from mental illness, man, and it's like I think about all the people out there. Like, dude, and I was saying it to the guy. I can't remember who it was at work, and I'm like, poor James Sir tried to kill himself. Dude, we lose 2 or 3 people every year in this warehouse to mental illness.
Just in the warehouse.
Yeah. I go, who have they got the support of? And that's from like shit that they haven't even done wrong. As in, that's just life.
It's just they're stricken with that disease or whatever. Yeah.
And you get to be James Heard. Now after the media has to back off. Get fucked.
It's funny because they had the people from the media, like I heard down the grapevine, whatever. They were like, oh, they're sitting in front of his house and they're trying to get information and all that.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that he's trying to mortgage his house. The cunt lives in Toorak, man.
Yeah.
He's got a massive mansion in Toorak.
So one of your houses.
Sell it, buy something half the size. Go. There's your money issue solved.
Yeah.
Look, I don't understand. Like, it's...
And it's not, and that's the thing, it's not about, I want him to seem dead,
No,
fuck him,
no,
he
nothing
deserves
to do with
it.
that.
It's got nothing, like, it's not that. Like,
No.
if he needs help, he needs help. And fuck them, like, and we never back up media that, like, hound
No.
people, yeah?
No,
like,
no.
we never do that.
Because they go overboard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? But in saying that, it's like poor James Heard. It's like, you're a fucking
Well,
idiot.
everyone's come out now and saying, poor Jimmy, you know,
Yeah.
like...
He did it to himself.
Yeah.
All the while knowing, like, pouring fucking gasoline onto the fire. And now he's got all the support networks there, man. He's got money, a family, the AFL, Essendon, they're all going to come out and, like, back him up and do whatever.
Yeah.
Poor
Well,
James
Essendon
Heard.
came out, released a statement saying we're going to back
Yeah.
James Heard. Weren't they, like, saying we want nothing to do with him a little while? As in, like...
Disgraced member of the club. Yeah.
But now it's like, we'll support him 100%
Because he
through whatever
nearly
he's
died.
going through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he swallowed a few fucking calcium pills.
It was all a ploy.
It's bullshit, man. No, it's shit.
Yeah.
Because it just changes it. It turns him into a martyr now. A complete martyr.
And you know what'll happen? He'll come back, get healthy. He'll get another job he'll get another
Oh,
job.
dude, he'll be on broadcasting or something,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Dude, can you imagine a player? Can you imagine the players that got...
Suspended and stuff.
Yeah. All the players that went through his vitamin
Yeah.
program. Yeah. Can you imagine if any of them come down with some long-term, like, terminal illnesses or side effects?
Oh, mate.
Ooh.
Like, osteoporosis or something. Like,
Yeah.
something random
Yeah,
off
but
the
they
wall.
trace it back
They trace
to-
it back to the supplements
Yeah.
and shit that they were taking. That went... Can you imagine... What would happen then?
Because it wasn't like super tested, right? Like,
No, man.
yeah,
It was still...
experimental almost.
Every Essendon supporter that I knew that backed it up were like, oh, it's neither banned nor approved. There's nothing wrong with
It's
it.
almost worse because it could be like
It
you're
could be
not
anything.
sure
Dude,
of the
how
dangers.
do you know what they were jabbing you with?
Yeah.
Could be paint thinner, man.
I wouldn't have taken that jab. It's like
Yeah,
no
but
fucking
that's what I'm saying, man. It pisses
Zacharakis
me
didn't.
off.
I
It's
wouldn't
like,
have
nah,
done
fuck that.
It fucking pissed me off because it's going to turn James Heard into a martyr now. It's like...
Yeah.
It's just taking the piss out of everyone who deals with mental illness that has no support.
Now,
And
I'm not saying it was all his fault.
No.
Because everyone else had a foot in it. Like, the players could have said no. Some players did say no.
yeah, but take some responsibility. You're the
For
one that...
him,
Yeah.
the face, the head of that football club,
His best bet
falls on you.
Yeah.
I was ill-advised. You're a dickhead. You're the head coach.
Ill-advised. All right, so...
By who?
So if the president... Say Trumpy goes to war with fucking North Korea, let's just say.
Yeah.
They're going to blame him.
Yeah, 'cause
Not
Trump's
his
been-
advisors.
He's been stoking
Yeah.
the fires the entire time.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's the kind of thing. Like, you're the head of state.
Think
You're
about
the-
it, yeah?
You gotta know what's going
You
on.
take over the reins at a football club.
Yeah.
You think it's your nutritionist that comes up and says, "Listen, mate, I got an idea."
Got these sweet needles over here.
Yeah. No, it would have been heard saying we want to push sports science and
Yeah.
the fitness of our team.
Yeah.
So what can we do to fucking sort it out? All right, well we have these sweet needles.
We need wins.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
And then Hootie comes out and says, oh, well,
Oh,
I
was
jabbed
ill-advised.
myself
Yeah.
as well, so nothing happened.
Yeah.
So the coach is
Felt really
jabbing
good.
himself
Yeah.
with needles.
It just pisses me off, man. And that's what I
Hootie
said.
on the bickies, man.
That's what I said to. I'm struggling to remember who it was at work. That's what I fucking said to him. When
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, he could nearly try to kill himself, the poor bloke." But I'm like, mate, there are literally 3 funerals every 3 months at work because of someone who kills themselves
Yeah.
because of mental illness.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah,
you know?
I've got to say, like, it would be like for me personally, it would be horrible having people following you around with cameras and shit.
Oh, that'd
all
be
the time.
shit.
Look, that-
But
yeah.
he did bring it on himself, so
yeah.
Look, I can understand the media side of things, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
he
man.
disappeared for like a year. I actually mentioned to you a few months ago, I'm like, where's Hootie? Where's he been? You know, like, I can understand that side of things where your family's constantly getting, like, followed.
if
and,
you have a-
imagine like coming out of your home every morning and just seeing camera
like,
laying
it's
out.
stuff rules.
Yeah, like it's shit, man. Like it's a
Yeah.
fall from grace.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard on someone, la la la. But not when
doing
you're
this-
not when you're throwing fuel on the fire,
Nah.
or you literally just stand up and like wave
Yeah.
your flag in front of like a red flag in front of a bull's face. It's like you're a dickhead
Because he's still
Everyone-
got money.
Yeah,
He's still got properties.
exactly.
You know what? He's got his kids. Like, I'm
He'll
sorry,
be
that's
okay.
selfish, man.
He's got no shit.
He's got young kids.
He has kids.
He has kids.
And he's just popping pills like
It's,
a fucking...
you know what? It's not like he's just had his house taken away, lost his wife,
Yeah.
he's lost his kids to the system, he's actually got anxiety or depression or whatever, or both.
Nah, it's a fucking cop-out,
Yeah,
man. It's
yeah.
bullshit. Look at Gary Lyon, dude. Remember when, like, he disappeared,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
What was that over? He started a relationship with...
His ex-wife, Billy's ex-wife.
Yeah,
His
one of
best
his
mates.
mates... Yeah, one of
Yeah.
his mates' ex-wives,
Pretty
right?
much his best mate, yeah.
Yeah, his best mate's ex-wife.
Yeah.
They started a relationship.
Bit of a dog move, but
It's a dog move, but you're adults,
But,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, it's a relationship.
Yeah.
It happens, whatever,
Yeah,
right? Dude, like, there was a massive fallout from that. Have you heard anything about Gary Lyon?
he's back on SEN.
SEN. Like,
He with Tim Watson and Sam McClure.
Dude.
Oh, is he?
New morning show on SEN next
did
week.
you see
Oh,
Gary
okay,
Lyon?
cool, cool.
Did you see Gary Lyon in the papers, just
No.
coming out? No.
He just said, put his hands up and go, alright,
it is what it is.
it is what it is, let me take some time away.
Yeah, I'm sorry if anyone's upset, whatever.
Billy Brownless had his say.
Yeah,
and then let it go.
That's it, they let it go.
You know, he had his little interview, and he's like, look, it's hard. Like, Billy was emotional and whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, alright, what's done is done. That's it. Finished.
yeah, just got to live with it and we'll move
That's it.
past.
We can't change it. We can't change the
Gary
past.
Lyon fucking do interviews saying, fuck Billy Brownless, he's a wanker.
No.
Yeah,
la la la. No one did any of
because
that.
Gary knew he was wrong.
Yeah. Or at least, like,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
He didn't.
Like,
He didn't like try to defend himself.
No.
He knew what he did, and they
and
both.
people are going to be upset, and that's
Yeah.
that. Just put his hand up, said, yep, I'm stepping
Have you
out.
seen him lately?
No.
Fuck, he looks like a beast. There, grew his hair out, beard. Fucking,
serious?
oh man, looks like a
Get a photo.
man. Looks like a wildebeest, man.
Comes back like Hugh Jackman, just to
That's what I was
fuck us
thinking.
up.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
It's like Brad Pitt, man. Like no one's heard about. It was in the the Golden Globes the other night. One thing they weren't expecting was Brad Pitt to come out as a presenter for one of the things, and they were like, if you're going to come out the first time publicly after like a big public breakup, you want to do it like this. And he's just come out, perfect hair, tan, perfect stubble, like suit. He just looked
Looking
like
hot.
just looked like fucking Cleo Bachelor of the Year. Like, do you know what I mean? He's like said his thing eloquently, then just disappeared into the night. It's like,
Oh, they might have
Ladies.
taken the photo away. He was fucking nuts, man.
serious?
Yeah, man. He was just like a.
just hit the
hairy
gym.
dude. He's just.
Oh, did you see what Meryl Streep said at the Golden
Oh,
Globes?
about Trump.
Hey,
I missed that, dude. I heard something
her
about
whole
fucking,
speech was more or less about Trump, her acceptance speech or whatever. It was a Lifetime Achievement Award or some shit. And her whole speech was an acceptance speech, but she hung it on Trump, but she didn't actually name him. She just said, we have a president, a guy that's, like, never actually said his name.
But it was
just,
clearly about him.
It was about him, right? And she said something like, I thought you'd be all over it, man. She said something like,
Dude, I did hear about it, but I didn't like
if
look
we
into
keep
it.
having shit like this, I can't remember the exact quote, like I got to pull it up, but it was something like, the state of TV or film or something or entertainment's gone to shit, and otherwise you have things like MMA and something which aren't art, and like there's a massive fallout over it. Like all the like Joe Rogan and Dana White and all them, they all came out saying clearly she needs to come down and watch what MMA really is about. Like all the people that are passionate about it, so she can see.
Bit harder than acting, Meryl. Seriously, bitch.
Trump came
Idiot.
out. Oh, is that the photo?
That's the cleaned up version.
Oh.
Just look.
That's the cleaned up version.
What a machine!
Dude, hair's grown,
I reckon he's just
beard.
been camping out in the bush,
Yeah.
He looks like one of those guys, though, man.
Just
He
sleepovers.
Has a shotgun next to the tent.
lifting logs like Arnie at the start of
He
Commando.
lives off the land, eating fish, like just catching fish in the stream. He's got a permanent campfire with one of those spit things.
Makes damper.
Yeah, man. I thought the Meryl Streep comment, you'd have been all over it. Can you look that up, man? Like,
Yes.
get the actual quote, because I can't remember it.
What an idiot. That's like pushing yourself to the highest limits of like athleticism
Yeah.
and fucking cardio, all
I
that.
thought the name of it, mixed martial arts. Like, mixed MMA, like...
What, you're saying jiu-jitsu is not an art, karate's
like,
not an art, taekwondo
That's
is
what I
not
was
an art,
saying,
you fucking idiot.
she's taking it like as in, they're just people like clawing at each other. It's like...
What do you do? Pretend to be someone else? Seriously, you
I love
idiot.
how amped up you get about, like...
Nah, that's bullshit, man. Some
Yeah.
old fucking over the hat
Well, that's
bitch.
what they call those. Some out of touch old.
Yeah,
fuddy-duddy.
exactly, man.
Like, are you serious? And then she retracted it and said, "Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant."
And she is that
la, la,
real old fuddy-duddy type, like fucking
Yeah.
always correct.
Trump came out and said someone who doesn't even know him has, like, attacks him. La la la. She's overrated. This and that. And I just laughed. I'm like, Trump has attacked everyone on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Without does Trump know the Mexicans that he just called rapists and drug dealers? Like, you know what I mean?
Is it the one where it starts with, there is one performance this year that stunned me?
I think so. Yeah.
It sank its hooks in my heart, not because it was good. There was nothing good about it, but it was effective and it did its job. It made its attended audience laugh and show their teeth.
That was you know when Trump imitated the guy with like cerebral palsy. What did he have?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember the
he
reporter?
was disabled. And
There was a disabled dude in the crowd, and then Trump imitated him.
This
like,
is the president, man.
yeah,
I didn't see that.
you never saw it, man.
I
It
never
was
saw that.
viral. There was a guy. I can't remember what he had, like cerebral palsy or something. Like he had something where his hand was.
No, he has oh Jesus, let me try to pronounce this.
Do you want me to pronounce it? No.
Arthroposis.
Here we go.
I can't even see where it is.
The writing.
Oh, that's easy.
Is it? I come from Clayton, man. Don't give me that gully knowledge.
Arthroposis.
Yeah.
It's arthroposis. I think that's what he's got, which visibly limits the functioning of his joints. So he had
Yeah.
like muscle dystrophy and stuff like
exactly,
that.
Yeah, and then
think.
Trump imitated him because the guy had asked a question, and then Trump imitated him like back, like made fun of him, and that's
He
what,
could have been doing it in like just to make the situation
No,
not
no.
awkward.
He
Like,
looked
haha,
fucking-
like
no.
I'm like you. Like
no.
It's
He
fine.
was just fucking imitating him, like making fun of him. Like this was at like a massive rally, and like everyone came down on him. This was ages ago.
Why would you do that though?
And
Like
then
at a
Trump
rally?
said, I wasn't
he's-
making fun of him. He said he was making fun of the fact that he was looking.
Hey, that's
he
what he was
looked
doing.
weak. He had,
He was doing that shit to him.
yeah. Look, like,
He was doing that shit to him.
yeah, but it was like full like motioning and stuff.
man.
I can't believe you didn't see it, dude.
His face. Look at his face, dude.
Full motion.
His
Yeah.
eyes are so beady.
He slammed him hard for that, man. You don't remember it?
No, I don't remember it, dude.
Are you serious?
That's the guy.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
That's a bit mean.
I actually find. No, dude, it was disgusting. It
Dude,
was-
our teacher at school had that.
who? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, with the we took him Hetty.
Take
This
my
is Trump. What
strong
Trump
hand.
said about it was, for the 100th time, I never
Strong hand.
mocked. He said,
Remember that?
I never mocked a disabled reporter. I would never do that.
remember
But simply showed him groveling when he totally changed a 16-year-old story that he had written in order to make me look bad. Like, dude, it was mocking him hard, man.
Take my strong hand, child.
It was funny at that award show, right? Because Streep's speech was just about Trump, basically. There were people in the audience. Dude, this is what you love. You should send the reactions of the people in the audience, because most people were like just taken back, like in awe, like, oh, you know, this is so brave. But there were two dudes that just memeing up hard that were in the audience that didn't like, were just like, what the fuck? Look at one's a conservative, all right, and one's a libertarian, man. All right. Look at this, like, just look at this. Just look at the photo, dude. Like, look at this.
It's just
You tune into watch the award show and get a political lecture instead. Yeah, that's amazing.
Dude, Gibson
Look at Vince. Look at Vince's face.
Isn't Vince Vaughn is just staring at her like this bitch, man. Look, just shut the fuck up.
well, Clooney's come out and backed her. It's like, go away, George.
Well,
Oh,
go
yeah,
away.
George.
Meryl can get fucked now.
Oh, because of the MMA.
Yeah.
Do you like Meryl?
She's in one of my favourite movies of all time,
What's that?
Which is?
The River Wild.
What the hell's that? Get with the wild! See?
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
my
Did you do
subject.
some research?
The old colonial roots.
Did you call your grandma or anything?
Nah.
Man, research.
I gotta go down to the Mason head office and
With
Dude,
your
I'd be all over
ID
it.
card.
I'd be all over it. Did you ask your mum at least?
nah, I haven't spoken to them. But you guys haven't seen The River Wild with Kevin Bacon and Meryl Streep?
I know the movie. I remember the ads on TV when I was a
Kevin
kid.
Bacon.
It's a thriller based on the river, like the rapids.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Murder and stuff.
Kevin Bacon's the bad boy.
The River Wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a lot of the, get the car! Get the car! I don't know where he is.
Fumbling around, the guy comes on the back, axes him.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Speaking about people with disabilities, I watched a cool movie the other day,
Yeah.
The Fundamentals of Caring with Paul Rudd. Have you seen that?
no.
It's pretty good.
Paul Rudd's pretty funny, man. I don't
Dude,
mind that guy.
He is one of my favourite
Yeah,
actors.
he's pretty funny.
by far.
Yeah.
What's the movie?
Basically, he's just a carer, and it's him like taking this kid with muscle dystrophy.
Oh, there
Like,
you
the kid doesn't want to leave his house, and then he becomes close with him, and he like ends up taking him across America to see like all the things he wanted to see.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, it's good. Feel good.
Feel good kind of movie.
Feel good movie.
Family kind
But
of.
it's done well because they give each other shit and stuff. Like that's what made me think of
Is
like
it
when you
comedy?
said Trump.
Like, is it a bit of like, as in the way they.
Yeah, like he
not just
teases the
drama.
kid. Like he teases the kid, but like they do it lovingly, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the kid responds to that.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I thought of when you said Trump. Like,
Oh, okay.
but it was probably different.
No,
No,
dude,
Trump was actually
Trump
mocking
was
this guy.
mocking this cunt, like, outright.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, but that, you know what that's like? That's like, people with like a disability or whatever, they don't like to be treated with kid gloves.
Yeah,
They just, they just want to be fucking
Yeah.
treated like everyone else.
Get
you know what I mean?
ribbed, get whatever.
So it's
get-
not awkward all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
yeah. But, yeah. Well, yeah.
Speaking of Paul Rudd, I love Paul Rudd so much, and because the very first time I took mushrooms, Paul Rudd was the first face that I saw.
Oh, my God.
It was the first thing I saw.
Why did I know that? That's where the reference was going to
It was the first thing I saw transform his face. It was the coolest thing ever, dude. And ever
Why would
since
you
then,
see Paul Rudd?
On mushrooms.
because we had a movie on. We had Role Model.
Oh, yeah,
Role
I've
Models
seen it.
is the best
That's
movie
fucking
ever,
Best
man.
movie ever, dude. And we put it on when I very first had mushrooms. That was the first movie I ever watched.
Oh my god.
And Paul Rudd's face was the first thing I saw transform, and he was like, yeah.
That was it for you.
And he was all like, he turned into like all happy
Yeah, because
feelings.
he's really grim in that movie. Like, for the first,
But
hour.
just people's faces, man. Like, some people are evil, and some people are like happy, bubbly elves sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's really weird. It's really
I've never
weird.
done mushes or anything, but everyone I know that's done mushes or DMT, usually the most common hallucinations are like the little gremlins just laughing, the little elf things.
Yeah,
that's
DMT,
what I always say.
yeah.
DMT, that's
Yeah,
the first
more
response,
so, yeah.
man. Yeah. Did just some tree bark, you know that?
Yeah, it's in everything, man. Like
Yeah.
leaves, like grass, everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
those paper. Sometimes you see them in Clayton, like the paper trees.
Oh yeah. No, everywhere, man.
DMT. That's DMT.
Is that why people used to rip them off the?
Probably trying to get a cheap high or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how you extract it. I think it's
I'm sure people. In Clayton, there's a lot of people
there's
that would
ways,
do it.
extraction labs.
I wouldn't put it past
Scrape it,
anyone,
melt
man.
it down,
But
get
it's the same chemical that your brain makes when you go to sleep. Releases DMT to make you dream.
Yeah,
So when you take it, you sort of enter a dream state while you're awake, and you go into different realms and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, insane
He
shit.
loves it.
But that's like, dude. That's what every drug is.
Go through dimensions, you could say, Nicholas.
Every dimensions. That's what but that's what most drugs are. Like drugs, like when you take E, it fucking increases what is it? The not serotonin. It's
Dopamine or whatever.
dopamine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
basically all the when you take a drug, what it does is it actively increases something that your brain naturally
just
naturally
ramps it up.
produces.
It just
but
ramps it up 100
rams it
by
to like
100.
fucking Super Saiyan like mate
Yeah.
like
I don't know what mushrooms do, because that stuff's just...
I don't know. I don't actually know the chemical effects of mushrooms.
Another thing that I saw when I had mushrooms, I went outside. This is the thing that creeped me out the most, and like I don't know, I don't have an explanation for it. But me and my friend ventured outside from the bungalow,
Ventured.
and it was pitch black, obviously, because it was nighttime, and we could see every single street, like around every single tree around my neighbourhood, was glowing like in iridescent colours.
Really?
That sounds about right.
But
melting your brain, man.
So with the naked eye at nighttime, you couldn't see the trees because they all just blend in. It's dark,
Yeah.
shadowy.
Oh, so you got like night vision.
You have night vision, but everything's glowing. And it's like I can't explain
You know what
it.
that's
Like,
called?
it's
That's called melting your brain.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. Like it just
That's
spun me out.
fucked,
It
yeah.
spun me out. I could see every tree, and it was like bright yellow, bright green, bright blue, and my friend could see it as well. Like
Oh, so it was.
Bright blue.
yeah, like neon colours, neonic. Fucking-
So your
Shit.
brain is just getting tricked into
Yeah.
seeing other filters, basically. Like you know the way your eye works,
Yeah.
picking up colours and shit.
Either that, or it gives you the ability to see hidden
No, it
colours.
doesn't give you the ability to see. It just distorts your perception.
Pretty warped.
That's the difference, man.
Yeah.
It distorts your perception of shit.
Yeah.
It's like ice, yeah. You know how they say it makes people superhuman? Like
Yeah.
they don't feel. Yeah, it doesn't make them superhuman. It just increases the adrenaline in their body, and
Which
then
you have naturally.
Yeah, and then subdues
Yeah.
their pain threshold so they don't feel shit. Because when they crash, they're still going to feel it. It's like they're Wolverine, like, you know, just
No, because all they do
healing
is
themselves.
they'll take a Zanny, they'll go to sleep, they'll get back up, they'll have another puff.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Standards.
Like that's the thing. You see the ice. You see
Standing
the
in the
ice
gully.
videos. You know the dude's like losing their
gully.
shit. It's not because they're superhuman. It's just because the adrenaline has just been jacked up to a million.
Speaking of space cadets,
See him glance over at me, that dirty little squiggle. Just real quick.
I love how, dude. It's the first leg of the podcast. He's wearing he's got a beanie talking about mushies. He's wearing a Beatles shirt.
What a coincidence!
Yeah, man.
I got a pink.
I'm just picturing the yellow submarine.
I have a pink.
There's Lisa in the sky.
Look out, Lisa.
Help us! Help us!
Help us, Lisa.
The little Puddlians.
Yeah, I've totally got a pink Beatles top on.
And he's got a beanie and a layer underneath where I'm sweating and I'm just wearing shorts.
shorts and t-shirt
I'm
on.
wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
No, it's not hot today, man. It's cold.
No, there's a breeze, but
cold.
when I woke up, I thought I was going to die from
If I
the
had a
heat.
t-shirt on now, I'd be,
you know what?
I'd be
It's
chilly.
the Greek hot blood, man.
My nips would be hard if I had a t-shirt on right
It's
now.
disgusting. It's
Why is my hard nipples disgusting?
That's fine.
Because that's part.
They're
Hard
really-
nipples. If heaven was an 8-year-old boy, hard nipples.
I've got nice nipples.
I'll take your word for it.
Petite. petite little kisses.
Let's go away from that subject.
Please.
Did you hear, a few days ago, the scientists discovered mysterious radio signals from 3 billion light years away?
They always do that.
I thought, no, they've been looking at for the last 10 years, and now it's prominent. Like signals, like we're talking strong radio signals from, dude, like it's, yeah. You guys haven't heard anything about it?
No. Because I know they're always finding radioactive, like, waves and shit in the sky.
But they're saying that, but they're saying it's mysterious radio signals emanate from a galaxy 30 billion light years away.
So then, but what are the signals actually saying?
They're just weird radio signals coming through, so they're getting into it now.
You will all
look into
die.
it more. But they're saying that other people, comments and stuff.
Conspiracy theorists?
Yeah. They were saying, like, it could be another life form that, way more advanced than, that kind of shit. Like, all those crazy ass people.
But dude, we do that as humans do that as well. Like, they've set up satellites and radio transmitters just sending random messages.
I've watched a documentary on it.
Yeah.
It's like a field of satellites. Like magnifying a signal just into space, just sending shit out.
So they're saying it's from a dwarf planet.
There's also, you know what they sent out years ago?
I do.
Oh, here we go.
When the Earth Stood Still.
What's that?
The movie.
Uh-huh.
They sent that out into space.
Send what out into space?
The Earth Stood Still, the movie.
They sent...
They sent a copy of The Earth Stood Still into space.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because it kind of, explains, like...
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I thought...
No, what were you going to say?
Yeah.
I was going to say, back in the 60s or 70s, I can't remember when it was, they sent out like a satellite, and it's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
And it's got the encoded message in it, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Have you read into it?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's really simplistic. It's got colours, schemes, it's got the outline of a man, a woman, some scientific references. Dude, can you look that up?
I can't believe I've forgotten what it is, dude. Like,
yeah, I used to know because I'd read about it at like 3 in the morning.
Me too. And I thought it was cool.
What would you look up to search that? It's space
time capsule from Earth.
Yeah, space time capsule. Yeah, and it's just in case
1982.
Yeah,
probably
that
sounds about right. Yeah,
it's just got a few little things, but it's just nice.
About Earth. It's just about us. In case anyone ever sees it,
Time capsule launched into space for aliens to find when all humans are gone.
That's not comforting.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the reason? What?
What? I thought it was.
They launched from Kazakhstan.
What?
If humanity's earthly tenure isn't fated to end with the Mayan calendar, this is an old article though.
Okay.
I'll
look it up as
well. Blah blah blah. Pagan.
It contained blah blah blah.
This is a really shit article. Oh, here you go. What's inside the time capsule?
What's in the box?
Oh, wait a second. What are you reading?
In Nick's box.
No, I found the one that I found. The one that I'm pretty sure this is what I've.
Oh no! It launched Voyager 1,
Voyager
2,
1.
and in 1977.
Yeah, man, that's
to
the
feed
one.
information about Jupiter, Saturn,
Yes.
Johnny's Uranus, and Neptune back to Earth.
Johnny's Uranus, and this guy takes a face. He just takes a. That was just a jab for no reason. No reason.
You know what that was called? That was called a rib tickler.
That was just a how's your father right on the inside.
That was a Marvin Hagler special. Oh no! What's that? What's his name? Other fighter?
Kelly?
The Bum Kelly.
Oh, Bum Kelly. That was just,
It's just a typical Trollman cheap shot, basically.
that was not needed. Go fuck yourself.
I take nothing back.
Whatever.
Yeah. This is from Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, that's what I've got now.
Yeah, I've got it too. It's the right one. Yeah, Jimmy Carter said, "This is a present from a small, distant world, a token of our sounds, our science, our images, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings. We are attempting to survive our time so we may live into yours."
I got the list.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it.
1. What they've got in there. Spoken greetings in more than 50 different languages. Number 2.
That's mad.
Hello.
Compilation of natural sounds from Earth. Get the smokes! Number 3, 90 minutes of music from around the world, surprisingly not represented in the music department. However, the Beatles,
Oh, here comes the circle.
with a song I wanted to put in here, Here Comes the Sun.
Here comes the sun.
Number 4, 116 images of scientific knowledge, textual environment, human anatomy, and
Pictures of
accomplishments.
tits.
That's all that's in there.
Johnny Holmes's schlong.
This is our greatest schlong we've ever had.
It's just a front shot of his dick.
The schlongable schlongs. They used to call him the schlonginator.
This is the size of all male schlongs, aliens.
This is the 70s, yeah. Yes.
It did have a massive bush as well on it.
A picture of Farrah Fawcett and John Holmes.
Just big bushes.
With Jimmy Carter standing in between them with a thumbs up.
That's a picture.
Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine. Just
And a second.
Hey, aliens.
This is Earth. Alfred E. Newman on Jimmy Carter's body, Farrah Fawcett and
a
Dirk
copy
Diggler.
Word.
That's mad.
Can you just Google when the Earth stood still, sent into space? So I know that I'm not like,
Okay.
I didn't have some dream and I think it's real.
Is it just a movie, yeah?
Yeah.
When the Earth
with
was still,
Keanu Reeves, man.
When was this?
in 2008.
Because I don't remember the last movie Keanu Reeves made. Keanu Reeves is so fucking underrated,
Tell you what, it
man.
did pretty well, man.
Don't get me started on Keanu. He's probably one of my favourite fucking actors
Did you
of all
watch that
time.
movie? Was it Street Gangs?
Street Kings.
Street Kings.
Without
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker.
Man.
Yeah, man.
I saw that at the cinemas, as in random. Like, let's go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. When did Street Kings come out? Like 2005 or something? Like
This
Yeah.
movie came out in 2008, and it did quite well. The budget was 80 million, but it made 233. So,
yeah,
average,
it's
all right.
decent.
So, Street Kings.
Dude, I remember Street Kings right off the bat. He has that. Oh, I'll see if I can pull it up. Because there was just one quote that constantly just keeps sticking in my head.
I like him in Constantine. Man.
Street Kings.
Honestly, like, he's not the greatest actor, but he's one of my favourite actors.
2008. 2008 was a busy year for Keanu.
Was that 2008?
Yeah. Release date, April 3rd, 2008. Yeah.
What about John Wick? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Where he's the hitman?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, like, I love Constantine because, I don't know, I've always loved that movie. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Constantine?
Yeah.
And he's always smoking.
Oh, he's lung cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that movie about, Constantine?
He was, he had to go, he had to do a deed. He's like an angel. He's not the angel, is he? He's in between heaven and hell. He's a conflicted, like, person, but he takes out demons. He's a spiritual, like, he goes into hell and stuff. It's a pretty sick movie. Like, it's awesome. John Wick came
I need
out
to watch that
in
again, actually, man.
2014.
Any excuse to watch Keanu on the big screen.
I was going to say, dude, that's actually weird you mentioned that, because I was going to bring up something that I remember the last podcast I was about to start on something, and I said I will leave it for next week.
Yeah.
Weird that you mentioned Constantine, because it's exactly what I was going to bring up.
Ooh.
I'll get to it in a second. I was
Too
just going to say
simple.
about Street Kings. My favourite scene was he's doing like the deal, like, you know, he's undercover or whatever. He's doing a deal with those two Asians, and they're there to buy like a Lincoln. Well, they were trading like he goes, oh, you can take my car, I don't give a fuck, like, just give me the gear or whatever.
Yeah.
And he makes fun of the Asian dude, because the Asian guy was like having a go at him, and he's like, you look Asian, dress white, talk black, and do business like a Jew or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it
I
was
vaguely
the
remember that.
maddest thing, man. Like, the funniest
Just
line
nails
ever.
it.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, this is what I was going to bring up last week. For some fucking reason, I can't remember why I started reading about it. I started looking into exorcism. I was on the conspiracy trip.
Yeah.
I was reading about Skull and Bones, like the what's the name? Initiation process of Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
You ever watch? You would have watched that video.
Talk to me, my friend. Talk to me. What do you need to know?
Okay. You know what? Pull this up, dude.
Yep.
Pull up Skull and Bones, because there's a lot of people out there that have no fucking idea what Skull and Bones are.
If you watch the movie Bones with Paul Walker, it literally shows, man. Like, it's at Yale and they go underground and
Really? I never saw it, so I got no idea.
yeah, it just straight up shows you.
Secret Society, maybe?
Yeah. Skull and Bones, right?
Connecticut, maybe, started.
Maybe.
So, is an undergraduate senior secret society at Yale University, New
Yeah.
Haven, Connecticut. It is the oldest senior class landed society at Yale. The society's alumni organisation, the Russell Trust Association, owns the society's real estate and oversees the organisation. The society is known informally as Bones, and members are known as Bonesmen.
Nicholas Bonesman.
So, what do you want to know? Talk to me, Johnny. You know all about this.
Nah, I was just going to say, I was looking into the initiation process, right? And, what's it called? They compared the initiation, because there's only been one or two cases of it being filmed. Like, one dude that was, like, secretly filming it, another guy, like, random.
There's also a photo going around. It has George Bush and John Kerry, like, in the same whatever fraternity,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Basically,
in their black robes.
yeah, the initiation process, like, they do this whole ceremony, and it's all about death equaling death. They fake kill someone. like there's a fake rape. Like I can't remember. There's like this massive pilgrimage thing, yeah. And they were comparing the sounds of that to an exorcism in Tuscany, yeah, of some woman. And I looked up the exorcism. They play the audio like in YouTube. If you get on YouTube, you can see it.
Oh, you just gave me chills, man. That's fucking...
Yeah,
oh,
they play
shit.
the audio from the ceremony, then they play the audio from the exorcism, and they compare them. They say this sounds exactly the same, like they're fucking demonic and blah 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 blah. So then I looked into exorcism because I always used to look into it, and you watch the exorcism of this woman. This Tuscan priest is like throwing the holy water on her, and they've got her strapped down to a chair, and she's just screaming "Diavolo, or mi fanculo," like she's just losing it, right? And I started reading some of the comments and looking into it, and I was saying the exorcism doesn't look like an exorcism. It just looks like someone has mental illness, and they're just going about treating her the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? So then I thought about it, because all these exorcisms...
She needs real help, guys.
Yeah! Because then I read into another one, the exorcism... you know that movie, Emily, was it The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
Could I just stop you really quickly? It's so bizarre that you brought this up, because, like, not last night, the night before, I watched This Is the End.
What's that?
The comedy movie with Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen, like about the end of the world.
No.
And they do an exorcism in that on Jonah Hill.
Really?
And I was like, it was just 2 nights ago, and I was cracking up, and then
That's
you
weird.
just brought up exorcism. It's just weird.
Yeah,
like,
Exorcism of Emily
'cause
Rose.
I was thinking about it as well a little bit,
Dude,
since
The
watching that.
Exorcism of Emily Rose was based on another woman. I looked into her.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, she was fucked. Dude,
Got scurvy.
scurvy. Did they say that she died
Get
in
that
the
woman
end?
some vitamin C.
Dude, apparently the exorcisms, if you read the facts, the exorcisms on her lasted for a period of like over 2 years, and eventually she died of like malnutrition and like something else.
Scary, bro.
She wasn't eating because like whatever, and like she didn't die because she was possessed. She died because she had a mental illness, and no one was treating her properly. They just attributed it to exorcisms.
It says here, malnutrition, starvation.
Yeah.
Known for supposed demonic possession,
Yeah.
death after exorcism.
So I've got a Catholic mate. He full believes it.
There's a thing. Look up exorcism, right? Because in order to perform an exorcism, they need to clear it by the Pope, like straight from the top. Like the big boy has to like basically like him and his brethren basically say, yeah, all right, this person's possessed. Perform the exorcism. And I thought about it. What happens if you don't believe? Right? Like if you take the whole concept of religion out, like no, there is no Christ, there is no whether you're an atheist or an agnostic or whatever.
So why would you need his blessing?
Then this person isn't possessed.
No, obviously they're ill. They've got something wrong with them.
It's a mental illness. Like, does that make sense? Like, I thought about the girl that died from, scurvy or whatever, and they said she wasn't possessed, she just had mental illness, and that's why she
But
couldn't
they're
eat.
saying here she also she was epileptic.
Yeah. So she was having seizures. It's like, hang on, man. Like, every year you hear about someone possessed in Peru, Chile, El Salvador.
Yeah, it's always some like South American shit country.
Some deeply entrenched Catholic country where someone's possessed, and this girl's just having. To me, it just looks like she's having fits or, like, brain lapses. Like she's sick.
Even sometimes like repressed memories come out and people fucking go nutty and fucking
or whatever it is.
Like whatever. Like
it doesn't take much. Like whatever it
Could be
takes to
anything.
have a seizure. So then if these people are atheists or whatever,
it wouldn't be an issue because I'd just get her help.
exactly.
Yeah.
But because she's deeply religious or whatever,
It just continues
oh
on
my
and
God,
on and on. and on.
she's
yeah.
she's possessed.
Yeah. And then it turns into a big thing and then she goes even more crazy and
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she died
Ridiculous.
1st of July,
It's ridiculous.
1976. She died in her home. Malnutrition, dehydration, semi-starvation for almost a year. She weighed 30 kilos. Suffering broken bones due to continuous...
why do you never hear of like demonic possession on the news like in Australia? I've never heard of that.
Nah,
She contracted pneumonia.
because it's not a fear factor for us here.
Yeah, well that's right.
It's easier to taunt us with like nuclear war or ice, because that would sell papers. But no one gives a shit about exorcisms. But you go to South America
Everyone-
or Central America, the second someone seems to be possessed, the Roman Catholic Church has to step in and save the day, or like they have to make a big thing about it. They create a shrine. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. This person's possessed. Like, yeah, well, I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in things. So to me, they're not fucking possessed.
Yeah.
Like, they just need help.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just, I started thinking outside of the box for a second.
That's what she looked like.
Yep. Healthy young lass.
Yeah, and then she just turned into that.
Into the scurvy queen.
That's fucked, eh?
Scurvy
That's
queen.
not just me. Like, that's legit.
Yeah, man. Well,
Like if you take the factor of religion out, then this person isn't possessed. They just have
wheel her into the hospital as opposed to the church, and she'll be fine.
yeah,
She'll come alright.
yeah, man.
She'll come
She
around.
needs some vitamins, a shot of vitamin
Dude,
C.
I walk
and-
around Dandy and I hear people screaming like that all the time.
man.
You know what I mean? Dude, you see them sitting outside Centrelink.
Or maybe they are all possessed.
Yeah, they're all possessed.
They're all possessed.
Everyone's possessed. All the mental hospitals, asylums, care facilities, they're all possessed.
They all need actual exorcisms, and there's just not enough.
That's a scary thought, man. And that's the other thing I've been reading into, like Charles Manson. I can't remember how I went into this. Like
I've got him saved in my phone.
Yeah,
Dim was on a dark bender.
he's
Dude, I'm all over it, man. I've got it all in my
because
phone.
Charles Manson's in the news right now because they say he's on his last legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's nearly finished. Whatever.
Refresh my memory. What did he do again?
Charles Manson,
Like
Cult leader.
serial killer.
the cult
Yeah,
leader of the
cult leader.
Manson family, killed Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski's missus, and
sweet.
like all the other. Yeah.
It's off his tree,
Dude,
man.
it's actually weird because it was a conversation I had years ago. As scary as it is, all right.
Oh, is that him now with the Nazi symbol?
That's a little while ago. Like now he'd be like really, really old.
I've got to find it.
He was and women still love him.
Dude,
Like
understand.
fangirls.
years ago, I was having a coffee with Alex Titz, my actor mate. Yeah,
Yep.
we're in St Kilda. I still remember the day. We're sitting in St Kilda having a coffee, and we're just talking about famous quotes and like all that sort of shit, like things that inspire us and move us. And I said, you know what one of my favorite quotes is of all time? It was a Charles Manson quote. I'll see if this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. Hopefully this is it. Hang on. Oh, the full answer. Here we go.
People look at you today, 20 years later, and they still have no idea what you're about. Tell me in a sentence who you are.
Nobody. I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight razor if you get too close to me.
Dude,
Like he looks evil.
I used to love that quote.
Yes, he does.
I used to fucking love that quote. Like, you have no idea
Yeah.
how much I love that quote. Just because he's like, I'm nobody. You know, I'm a tramp, a
Hobo.
bum, a hobo, a boxcar, and a jug of wine. And a straight razor if you get too close to me. I thought, man, that is so fucking cool. He openly admits that his jack shit is so insignificant. He's nothing, but he's fucking dangerous if you, like, step into his area.
Just the way
Like
his
something the
facial
Joker would
expressions.
say or something.
Yeah, but there's just facial expressions.
Yeah.
They're all like fucked up. Like
He's fucking nutty.
Oh, yeah, man.
And I remember saying, like, I said that to my mate, and then, like, he's like, yeah, man. I go, you know what's fucked? I go, one of my favourite quotes is from, like, a psychotic madman, and that makes complete sense to me.
Makes sense to me, too.
There was another one, Charles Manson.
How many people did he kill?
Manson?
Yeah.
He didn't actually kill...
No. He
I
was the
reading about
mastermind.
it.
He got other
was the
people.
he created a cult.
He made them drink this shit, right?
No. You're thinking of Jim Jones at the that's Jones. What was the name of the Jonestown?
Jamestown.
Made them drink the Kool-Aid or whatever, right?
Yeah. I'll bring it up. I was actually reading about that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah? I'm getting my serial killers mixed up.
Dude, you know, like, when I can't sleep at night, I just look up, like, murders and serial killers and stuff.
My man.
Dude,
That's it.
Jonestown. The Kool-Aid. He made him drink
the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he was a cult leader, dude.
Look how many people, man.
No. Charles Manson basically created a cult. He was traveling, like, with just birds. He had orgies and shit. And, he basically convinced all these people to go out to, like, kill... they went to their house. Basically, they were there to kill someone. I can't remember who it was that they were there to kill. They rocked up at Roman Polanski's house, and he had just taken over the lease. So they went there looking for the wrong person, basically, and they just ended up killing Sharon Tate. Her
8 murders, yeah.
8 months pregnant. She was 8 months pregnant at the time.
Oh,
And just killed all these people in his name, basically, and then, like, left the message on the wall. Dude, the other one, this was the other quote that I used to love. I used to have these on my Facey profile. I had a whole page of my favourite quotes. I've always been meaning to ask you guys this, but I figured I would ask you and give you some time to prepare. I wanted your favourite quotes, whether it was, like, from a book, a movie, a song, an into public figure, like anything. I wanted, like, your favourite quotes and what they mean to you. I've got mine. That's the one thing I'm shattered about. I didn't grab it before I shut my Facey account down. I've grabbed an older list because I'd emailed them to, like, my cousin or something once years ago. So I've got an older list. It's not a complete list, but it's there. Check this is the other Charles Manson quote I used to love, and this used to make me laugh, man. Check this out.
I
don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some teeny bopper somewhere for somebody else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards.
How fucking cool is that, man? Guy's a nut. He's an absolute nut, but I used to love that, man. It's like, why the fuck would I want to work? I'm rolling around with a sleeping bag and like 15 girls and a Harley. Like, I don't give a shit.
What do you mean when he said, I have all the money in the world? Like, I run the underground?
Because he's got all the riches. He doesn't need money. He's got women.
He's got everything he needs. He doesn't need shit.
Like you said, he's a hobo.
Yeah, he's
a bum.
I've got all the money in the world, man. And he's like, hell, I've got the quotes. I found him here. It's an old email. See if I can get the whole, dude, this is insane. It's pretty funny. Like, some of the quotes here. Hang on. Wait a second. Charles Manson. Okay, this is what he says. He goes, why the hell do I want to go off and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. When am I going to run around like some teeny bopper somewhere for someone else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards. It's like, so he's in complete control of his own destiny, everything he wants. It's like, I don't need to work for anyone. I do whatever the hell I want.
He never denied anything. He never, like...
And then, he's a nutty cunt.
Yeah. He's just full,
like... He got married while he was in prison.
Yeah, man.
Some bird. And
but women love him.
He's turned into like some cult like messiah now.
Yeah. Women love people. Women still go and visit him in prison. Just random women.
How many people died at his hand he's doing?
Dude, I got a list of my quotes here. Can you guys remember any of your favourite quotes?
I brought one up here that I always liked.
Yeah.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
He goes,
one of my dad's favourite painters.
Yeah. He's got some
cool
shit. Have you read up his life?
No.
I'm always
my
reading.
dad's massive fan.
I'm always reading up on him, man. His pet man was like an anteater. He used to walk around with a leash, man.
Just a real obscure character.
Yeah,
that's mad.
I used to walk my ferret. Is that the same?
Well, yeah, I'll give you that. He goes, have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it. So don't do your head in about trying to be perfect, because you'll never reach. Like, no one ever will ever reach perfection. Like, you cannot be perfect. There's nothing ever that's perfect.
These abs? Hey, Dali, come check out these abs and tell me they're not perfect, bitch.
Dude, I'm just looking at some of these quotes because I've got a list of my own quotes.
That's pretty cool, man.
I've got my own list of quotes that I've either put in articles or tracks that I've done and shit, and then I've got a list of quotes and they're like from personalities, book quotations, my mates, or like my mates' personas as well. Like, I found one.
Sometimes I'm too dumb to understand quotes, and I've got to read it like 3 times
these
and really think about it.
These are as real as fuck, man. These are the best. I'll tell you what, I'll bring up some of my mates' quotes. Okay?
Did that ever happen to you guys? You have to read the quote like twice? You're like,
yeah, of course you do. And you should be able to do that, man.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
There's one from Gandhi that I will read to you. It's nuts.
Alright, dude. I've actually got Mike Tyson's quote. Remember that interview from like ages ago? I played it on one of the first podcasts. He's like, I want to talk nice to you and talk about fornicating with you and letting you suck my dick. Because if it was eloquent with you, you could still look at me as a scumbag. I've actually got it here. I'll tell you what, I won't give you my mates' quotes quite yet. I'll give you like more famous ones, as in from famous individuals. I've got, you know who Tracy Morgan is? The comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, the black dude, yeah.
Do you remember when he came here and he got like shit canned because he had just a horrendous set? It was disgusting, like totally misogynistic and just...
Yeah, I think I do, actually.
Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah. One of my favourite quotes of Tracy Morgan, I don't know what bit this is. This is all I've got here. I've completely forgot about it. Just one line. I eat pussy till I burp. I just love. I've got what's it called? Oh, The Devil's Advocate. You remember The Devil's Advocate?
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah, man. I've got Pacino's
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. He's playing the devil.
Yeah,
dude. John Milton, Pacino's character. I'm the hand up Mona Lisa's skirt. I'm a surprise, Kevin. They don't see me coming. I used to love that quote, man. It's the best.
Best movie ever.
Yeah, man. Tupac. I got Tupac. Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee you that I will spark the brain that will change the world. Tupac. That was on his Resurrection DVD. They had it on the trailer. I thought that was great. Because he's not arrogant to say I'm going to be king of the world and I'm going to be on top. It's like,
but I'll help.
I will say something, or something I will do.
I'll be a stepping stone.
Will help the movement. Will push someone. I got Tyler Durden. All the ways you wish you could be, that's me.
That's me.
I look like you want to look, I fuck like you want to fuck, I'm smart, capable, and most importantly, I'm free in all the ways that you are not. I used to love that quote, man. I put that in a track.
This is a quote for you because you're a conspiracy theorist and like anti-government and stuff. Like, and this is, I listen to this. I listen to like, while I'm working, I listen to like motivation stuff on YouTube and just to get me through the day because it's fucked. So this is, it's actually against the government and stuff, like, and secret societies and things like that. It's, no society wants you to become wise. It is against the investment of all societies. If people are wise, they cannot be exploited. If they are intelligent, they cannot be subjugated. They cannot be forced into a mechanical life to live like robots. They will assert their individuality. They will have the fragrance of rebellion around them. They will like to live in freedom. Freedom comes with wisdom. And, yeah.
AKA, that's not right.
Yeah, that's a sick saying. I love that saying. Like, it's just
It's true.
It's saying, like, don't let them take away your individuality, because if you become them, then you can be exploited. Like, they can grab you, and I love that. That's one of my favourites.
I like it.
I got a Fall Out Boy line. I've got a Fall Out Boy line from the song Hum Hallelujah. Sometimes you take chances, sometimes you take pills.
Straight up.
I love that line.
Yeah, I like it.
Fall Out Boy! I've never...
Johnny, have you got any?
I'm not a big quote man.
No?
Dude.
Kill or be killed.
Do you remember the movie, do you remember Any Given Sunday?
Yeah, yeah.
Any Given Sunday is one of the best movies ever.
That's one of my
I've got a line from Jim Brown. Do you remember Jim Brown? He's Pacino's like right-hand man coach, the trainer. Yeah, and he's like losing it at the players, like he's fucking losing it. And then one of the guys is like, "Relax, calm down, man. You're gonna have a stroke." And he's like, "I don't get strokes, motherfucker. I give them."
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I got
motherfucker.
Yeah, he cracks it. He fucking cracks it. It's the best. One of my mates' quotes.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on, wait. What have we got here? We got, dude. This is a head that Nick and I used to know back in the day. He said a lot of fucking stupid shit, like, throughout time. But this is one of the funniest things he ever said. He goes, "Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you bitches." And it's true.
It's true. It can't buy you love, but it can buy you bitches.
Buy you love for the night.
Buy you love, if you've got lots of money, you can buy you love for the rest of your life. Because if you've got money, money talks. As sad as that is, money talks.
Money talks, man.
Simple as that. And whoever says, I don't need money to be happy, you're fucking lying. I'm sorry, you need money to live, right? Unless you've grown up in the village.
The only way you can live without money,
if you haven't been exposed to society,
is if you're off the grid and the only necessities, the only bare needs you need and require are food and shelter,
which you can
you've got that covered somehow.
Yeah.
But if you've grown up in this society that we are now,
like, look, man,
people don't even know how to write a letter anymore, handwriting. Nah, it's all text and typing.
You know what the thing is, man? It's like, think about it like this, They say, you know how people say, "Oh, people are so much happier out in the fucking wilderness or in a village on some remote mountain." Grow their own plants, and they don't have electricity, they don't have shit. It's like, but this is what I always used to say. It's like, they're happy. They can be happy because it's literally them, their partner, their kids, and their mother-in-law. Like, do you know what I mean? But they don't know about anything else in the world. All they know is that shack, that plot of veggies, and whatever they shit in a can somewhere out the back. Like, as in, no disrespect to the dirt farmers that can't afford or don't have any...
That's how they live.
That's how they live, right?
It, yeah.
But, dude, like, there are kids out there that don't have access to Wikipedia 24/7. All they know is to work in the field, and at some point, after the age of 7, their old man will drag them out to the field to take over the
family
crops.
business.
Yeah, to take over the crops for the next generation. They'll marry some bird, some guy
in the village,
population 50, and just keep going like that, right?
Yep.
But that's all they know. They have no concept of space exploration, no concept of like modern art, no concept of politics.
Nope.
Because it's not important to them because they don't know it.
But they'll plough the hell out of a field.
Yeah. But that's it. You know what I mean?
Delicious
corn.
Sure.
Mate, that corn would be like sweet as fuck.
Succulent, juicy.
Dude, they could be happy with that, but they don't know anything else.
That's right. So what they have, they're happy. But if they knew the other side, they'd be like, oh.
Yeah, how come I
there's
can't
another
fucking
world.
have that?
Yeah.
Because, the human brain is that powerful to actually achieve everything we've achieved. That's not a
Absolutely.
bad thing.
No, it's conditioned to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't know, man. It really irritates me every time I hear someone say, "Oh, you could just live in a farm and be happy." It's like, yeah, maybe if you were born into that and that's all you fucking knew, but not if you were from the city or like an urban area or whatever, you know, and had knowledge of all these things out there that you wish, like, dude. Like, we've talked a bit about traveling on this thing, and, like, one thing that I'd love to do is go see, like, the pyramids.
Yeah.
Like, go to India. I want to see the Taj Mahal. There's so many things out there that I'd love to experience. Yeah? Like, I'll be unhappy if I never get to do those things because I know they exist, and I'd love to see it just for the
Experience, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not fair to say without money you can be happy. Like,
Johnny wants to discover WA.
if I had no money tomorrow, right, but I had food, I had shelter, and I had access to everything I ever wanted to achieve for myself, which include things like traveling, which include things like, you know, whatever, then I'd be happy if I had no money. If someone just said, yeah, get on the plane, go wherever you want, and there'll be a guy there with a house you can stay in, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. You know, I don't need to do it in the plaza or the, you know, the MGM Grand or something, but as long as I can get there, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm a bit different to you. I reckon I could live on an island somewhere in isolation.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have conspiracy theories, you wouldn't have MMA, you wouldn't have any of that shit.
I don't know, but...
Is that, like, if you're happy with that,
No
you
weed.
wouldn't have the
No
Beatles.
weed.
You wouldn't have the Beatles?
No weed.
You'd have to grow your own tobacco.
I grow my weed, man.
How would you know about weed if you...
If you lived on an
I
island...
know, because he's saying, like, going from everything you know, then to go live on an island.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
but,
like,
but you can't take anything with you.
Take my seeds, my weed seeds.
On an island, though?
And, like, when you said with travelling and stuff, like, I'm pretty unique, like, in that way. Like, I don't... like, seeing the pyramids on TV is good enough for me. Like, you know what I mean?
No, that's dude.
That's just me, though. Like, that's just me. Like,
Dude, okay, look at it this way, yeah? Like New York, right? When we went, we were adamant about seeing the Statue of Liberty. You have to book that shit in advance because
Like
we didn't know
months.
that. We didn't know that, right? That
But-
in order to go up to it, you had to book it in
we
advance.
tried to get close to it.
Well,
so
we got on the Staten
Fer-
Island ferry, and
ferry.
we went down to Staten Island and came back.
Yeah, we took photos
Dude,
of
my
it.
cousin that lives in New York is like, because he was there when we were doing it. I said, "You want to come with us?" He's like, "Nah." He goes, "I've seen this thing in New York."
Been there, done that.
Yeah. I said, "Oh, when did you go?" He's like, "Man, I guess I've never gone up to it." What for? Because I've saw it on TV. I saw it from the plane. That's it. It's like going to change when we get close to
He
it.
lives there.
Does that make sense?
yeah.
We're talking about cultural shit now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what you appreciate, what you want to take on board, what you can just leave. It's like, do you want
I'm
to
just, I'm just so simple. Like, there's
that's
nothing
you,
wrong with
that's
that.
you,
Like,
there's
I'm not
nothing wrong.
fussed to go see stuff. Like,
there's nothing
but that's
wrong with
just
that.
me, man. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but you spend hours reading about the shit.
yeah. Like, I'll
That's-
learn about it, I'll watch it, but to go see it, it's not.
I know-
The Grampians.
Dude,
I've been to the Grampians.
so have I. I know a girl.
I just stand off with a kangaroo at the Grampians.
Dude, I know a girl. I've mentioned her before.
Eastern Grey.
I
was.
met her out in Cambodia. She came to Thailand with us, and then
Yeah, I've heard you talk about it
I've
before.
talked about it before. She literally lives to travel. Like,
Yeah.
lives
Some people
to travel.
I have a friend the same.
I
dude.
caught up with her on because I switched off Facey, and then like because she's always in different countries, she always changes her mobile number, like changes shit. I lost all my old emails, like all that sort of shit. And I found her on LinkedIn the other day, and I actually haven't touched base with her, but just from her LinkedIn account, she's in Barcelona now. Right, this girl speaks like 6-7 languages. Has lived in Central America, South America, Korea,
She's worldly.
Australia, New Zealand, like
Bill of the world.
all over the joint, man. And I remember when she was here, when she flew to Melbourne, like 5 years ago, whatever. I picked her up from the airport and went to St Kilda and had like a bite, and we're just chatting. And I said to her, "Dude, I've known you for how many years? I've met up with you. I've been to like 4 countries with you, like Australia, Thailand, Cambodia, and Holland. I met her in Holland, yeah." And I said, I go, all the stories you've ever told me, like, they're always like travel stories and shit. I go, yeah, what's it gonna take for you to just stop, like, the travel?
Just put your feet on the ground
I go,
and
no,
relax.
it's not even put your feet. I go, yeah, put your feet on the ground. I go, but what would it take for you to like stop it? Whether it's for a guy, a girl, a job, like, what would it take? And she goes, to be honest, she goes, this is what I want to do. Like, there's so much out there that I want to see and experience, like rainforests and temples and all types of shit. If I was to meet a person that was going to change that, they'd have to take that on board. They'd have to understand that is what's important to me, and this is going to be my lifestyle until I've had my fill and I've done everything I want to do. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it would take a like-minded individual to
That
change
she's
that.
living her life.
Yeah.
That is cool. Because she's living the way she wants to.
Yeah, and
which is awesome.
There's nothing wrong with that,
No.
man. Like, she doesn't
No.
have assets, cars, like all that sort of shit. She doesn't. They're not important.
But if
for
she's
her.
happy-
she pays. She pays for rent in a city. and then moves to the next spot. Like, I know she's in Boston now, but we haven't chatted in ages, so I got no idea.
She does a bit of work there.
Yeah,
and she just moves
whatever
around,
it
like
is,
bar
yeah.
work, whatever, and just
Yeah, I'm so different to that. I get like really homesick,
Yeah.
and I just feel like coming home. Like after 10 days in Thailand, I've had enough. Like I just want to come back.
coming home. I'm coming home.
Actually,
Tell the world that
there's a fucking group.
tell the gully that I'm coming home.
Do you miss
I
the
don't
gully?
know. Like I don't know why I'm like that. I'm just always being like I'm happy to go do things, but like I'm just not fussed about
See,
it.
my whole thing is like, if I didn't get married to Ren and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't be in Australia. Like I would have, because I worked obviously overseas, and I had a position. Later on, they offered me to go work in Dubai.
Yep.
And stuff. I would not like, and that's not because I don't love Australia. I reckon it's the best country in the world because I've seen a little bit of the world, and by far, Australia is
Just cruisy and
just-
easy.
and it's just like the opportunities here are like endless. But my whole thing was I always wanted to live overseas just for a little bit,
Yeah,
just experience
same.
like just I just thought it would be such a cool experience to live.
It
And
is.
I did.
It's
I
a
lived
great
over there for
experience.
6
It's a
months.
great learning experience, man.
Yeah, I lived over there for 6 months. I lived in the Middle East for 6 months.
That reminds you of
Thrown right in it.
there's a
Right,
band.
man.
I don't know if I know I've played it for Nick. I don't know if I've ever played it for you, Johnny. There's a band called Midlake. I reckon you'd fucking love them. It just reminded me of them now because they've got a song called Head Home. It's sick, man. This song is killer, and I reckon it's right up your alley because I'm watching with that fucking Beatles shirt on as well. Dude, listen to this. Hang on.
I like it already.
Dude, you're gonna love it. Oh, this is so good. I haven't listened to this shit in like 4 years.
Oh, that's joyful.
That's 6 out, huh? I've got a couple of their albums. But all this shit, man. There's another song that got me onto them. I'll play for you later.
Picturing driving down Beach Road with
Yeah,
the
dude,
window
you know how
down.
many times I used to do that?
And this is the kind of music I used to listen to.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
like,
I used to
so
listen to
much.
shit non-stop.
Nah.
I used to drive to work when it was raining and stuff. And how sick is it?
Yeah, it's nice, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like that psychedelic rock shit from like the 70s and 60s.
I can see this song on a FIFA soundtrack.
What? Like the menu?
Yeah, the menu. Yeah.
Sick, huh?
Yeah, I love it, dude. I used to always listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.